Have you ever wondered why some people enter your life and feel different? Not everyone who says, "I love you," truly means it. True love is rare. It doesn't rely on words alone. It shows itself in actions, patience, and understanding. The one who genuinely loves you is not random. They are deliberate, thoughtful. Someone who sees your worth and chooses to stand by you no matter what. This is not just chance. It is a connection designed to last. In this video, we will explore the signs of real love. We will uncover how to recognize the person who truly values you, respects you, and supports you in every way. By the end, you'll understand what it means to be chosen by someone who is handpicked for you. Get ready to discover the depth of true love. Learn how to spot it, appreciate it, and protect it. Because the right love is not only rare, it is life-changing. Love often feels confusing because many people confuse attention with commitment. Someone can speak kindly, show interest, or stay close for a season, yet still not truly choose you. Real love is revealed over time, not in moments of excitement. It shows itself through consistency, patience, and quiet loyalty. This is why true love is rare. It is not rushed. It does not pressure. It remains steady even when emotions change. A person who truly loves you does not arrive by accident. Their presence fits into your life naturally. Conversations flow without fear. Silence feels safe, not awkward. You are not required to perform or pretend. This kind of connection grows slowly, like trust built brick by brick. It does not demand proof every day. It simply stays. Many relationships fail because they are built on need instead of purpose. When two people connect only to fill emptiness, the bond weakens once comfort fades. But when love is aligned with growth, it strengthens both people. You feel supported, not controlled, encouraged, not limited. This kind of partner helps you become better without forcing change. This is why the right love feels different. It does not confuse your heart or disturb your peace. It brings clarity, not chaos. You stop questioning where you stand. You stop chasing reassurance. Instead, you experience calm confidence. That calm is the sign that this love was not random, but intentionally placed in your life. Many people meet dozens of partners, yet never experience real love. This is because true connection is not about numbers, but timing. Some encounters are lessons, not destinations. They teach boundaries, self-respect, and emotional strength. Even painful relationships have value when they help you grow wiser and more aware of what you deserve. The one who truly loves you enters your life when you are ready, not when you are ready, not when you are desperate. This person does not feed insecurity. They help quiet it. You don't feel the urge to compete or prove your worth. Their actions speak louder than promises. They show up when it matters, not just when it's convenient. This kind of love respects your individuality. You are allowed to think differently. You are allowed to have space. There is no fear of abandonment over small disagreements. Healthy love allows two people to stand strong on their own while choosing to walk together. That balance is rare but powerful. When love is right, it feels stable. There is emotional safety. You are heard without raising your voice. Misunderstandings are handled with care, not threats. This is how you recognize a relationship that is meant to last. It doesn't exhaust you. It strengthens you. Not every strong feeling leads to a lasting bond. Attraction can be intense but temporary. Real love goes deeper than excitement. It stays when routine replaces thrill. It remains present during stress, failure, and uncertainty. That is why true love is revealed during hard moments, not easy ones. The right person does not add confusion to your life. They bring order. Your mind becomes clearer. Your goals feel more focused. You are not pulled away from your purpose, but supported in it. This is a powerful sign of alignment. Love should help you move forward, not hold you back. A meaningful relationship grows through mutual respect. Both people listen. Both people listen. Both people compromise. There is no constant power struggle. Decisions are made together. Problems are faced as a team. This shared responsibility creates trust that deepens over time. When someone truly loves you, they protect your heart even when you are not watching. They speak well of you in your absence. They honor your boundaries. They value your presence. This kind of love does not fade easily because it is built on character, not convenience. Many people mistake intensity for commitment. Fast attachment can feel powerful, but it often fades just as quickly. Real love does not rush to impress. It takes time to understand habits, values, and emotional patterns. The person who truly loves you is willing to move at a pace that protects the connection instead of overwhelming it. This kind of partner pays attention to the small things. They notice your moods without being told. They remember what matters to you. Not because they are trying to win you, but because they genuinely care. Their interest is steady, not dramatic. Quiet effort replaces loud promises. In healthy love, there is no constant fear of losing each other. You are not walking on emotional eggshells. Mistakes are corrected through conversation, not punishment. This emotional stability allows trust to grow naturally without force or manipulation. Over time, you realize that this relationship does not drain your energy. It restores it. You feel lighter, not anxious. You feel secure, not uncertain. That sense of balance is not common, which is why it often points to a love that was intentionally placed in your life. Some relationships exist only to teach lessons. They show you what you will no longer accept. Disrespect, inconsistency, and emotional games slowly reveal their damage. These experiences sharpen your awareness and prepare you for something better, even if they feel painful in the moment. When the right person enters your life, the contrast becomes clear. There is no guessing game. Their words and actions match. You don't have to decode mixed signals or chase clarity. Honesty becomes the foundation, not an occasional gesture. This person respects your time and emotional boundaries. They do not demand instant access or constant validation. Instead, they appreciate quality connection. This respect builds trust without pressure, allowing love to grow naturally rather than through control. Eventually, you notice that peace replaces tension. Your confidence strengthens. You stop questioning your worth. That shift is important. It shows that this connection is not rooted in fear, but in genuine care and mutual understanding. True love does not compete with your growth. It supports it. A partner who truly loves you encourages your goals rather than feeling threatened by them. They celebrate your progress without jealousy. Your success becomes shared joy instead of silent resentment. In such a relationship, communication feels open and respectful. Difficult conversations are not avoided or weaponized. They are handled calmly, with the goal of understanding rather than winning. This emotional maturity creates a strong foundation for long-term connection. You are not required to shrink yourself to keep the relationship stable. Your opinions matter. Your voice is heard. This equality strengthens emotional safety and builds confidence on both sides. Love becomes a place of acceptance, not performance. Over time, this bond deepens because it is built on trust and shared values. You don't feel replaced or forgotten during busy seasons. Presence remains consistent, proving that the connection is based on choice, not convenience. Many people fear being alone, so they settle for emotional familiarity instead of real love. Comfort without commitment can feel safe, but it lacks depth. The right person challenges you to grow while still making you feel secure. That balance is rare and meaningful. This love does not rely on constant excitement. It survives routine and repetition. Daily life becomes richer, not dull. Small moments gain value because they are shared with intention. This steady presence creates emotional grounding. When someone truly loves you, they take responsibility for their actions. Apologies are sincere. Effort follows words. Accountability replaces excuses. This consistency builds respect, which is essential for a lasting bond. Eventually, you realize that this relationship feels dependable. You can plan ahead without fear. You can rest emotionally. That reliability is not accidental. It is the result of intentional connection and genuine care. Emotional confusion often signals misalignment. If you constantly question where you stand, something is missing. The right love removes doubt rather than creating it. Clarity becomes natural, not forced through repeated reassurance. A meaningful partner does not disappear during difficult times. Stress, conflict, or uncertainty does not push them away. Instead, they remain present. This reliability strengthens emotional security and deepens trust. In this connection, effort flows both ways. One person does not carry the emotional weight alone. Support is mutual. Care is balanced. This equality prevents resentment and builds long-term stability. Over time, this kind of love feels grounded. You stop bracing for disappointment. You begin to relax into the connection. That emotional ease is a strong indicator that this relationship is built on something real. Some connections are loud but shallow. They rely on constant excitement to survive. When intensity fades, so does interest. Real love is quieter but stronger. It grows through patience, understanding, and shared effort. The person who truly loves you listens carefully. They don't interrupt your emotions or dismiss your concerns. They seek understanding before reacting. This thoughtful response builds emotional safety over time. You feel respected even during disagreements. Hurtful language is avoided. Conflict becomes an opportunity for growth rather than damage. This approach strengthens trust and prevents emotional distance. As time passes, you realize that this love is resilient. It does not collapse under pressure. Instead, it adapts and grows stronger. That resilience is one of the clearest signs of a connection meant to last. Real love does not isolate you from who you are. It supports your identity rather than replacing it. You remain connected to your values, interests, and goals. This independence strengthens the relationship instead of weakening it. A loving partner does not demand constant attention. They trust the bond even during silence. Space is respected without fear. This emotional maturity allows both people to grow individually while staying connected. In this relationship, affection is consistent, not conditional. Care does not disappear after disagreement. Kindness remains present even during challenging moments. This stability builds emotional confidence. Eventually, you recognize that this love feels intentional. It aligns naturally with your life. You don't force it to work, it simply does. That effortless alignment is often the clearest sign that this connection was meant for you. Love that lasts does not depend on constant reassurance. It grows from trust built through repeated actions. When someone truly loves you, their behavior becomes predictable in a healthy way. You know how they will treat you, even when emotions are high. This consistency creates emotional safety that words alone cannot provide. In this kind of connection, you are not anxious about being replaced. There is no pressure to compete with others for attention. Loyalty is shown through choices, not control. This sense of security allows you to relax and be fully present in the relationship. The right person understands that love includes effort during ordinary days. They don't disappear when life becomes busy or inconvenient. Instead, they remain engaged, proving that commitment is not seasonal but intentional. Over time, this steady presence changes how you experience relationships. You no longer feel unsure or guarded. You begin to trust deeply. That shift signals a love built on reliability rather than temporary emotion. Many people confuse attachment with love. Attachment fears loss, while love values connection. The difference becomes clear in how challenges are handled. A loving partner seeks solutions, not escape. They stay engaged even when things feel uncomfortable. This type of relationship allows honesty without fear of rejection. You can speak openly about concerns without triggering distance or punishment. This emotional openness strengthens trust and deepens understanding between both people. When love is genuine, growth is welcomed. Both individuals evolve without feeling threatened by change. Progress is encouraged, not restricted. This creates a partnership rooted in mutual respect. Eventually, you realize that this bond feels stable even during uncertainty. That stability does not come from perfection, but from commitment to work through difficulties together. Real love does not rely on constant affirmation. It shows through presence and effort. Small, consistent actions build stronger bonds than grand gestures that fade quickly. This steady care creates emotional grounding. The person who truly loves you does not disappear during silence. They don't assume distance means rejection. Instead, they trust the connection and allow space when needed. This balance prevents emotional pressure. You feel accepted as you are, not as who you pretend to be. There is no need to impress or perform. Authenticity becomes the foundation of the relationship. Over time, this acceptance builds confidence. You feel valued without conditions. That sense of worth strengthens the bond and allows love to deepen naturally. Some relationships feel intense but unstable. They fluctuate between closeness and distance. Real love feels steady. It doesn't pull you into emotional extremes. Instead, it creates balance. A loving partner handles conflict with care. They focus on understanding rather than winning. Arguments become opportunities to learn instead of reasons to withdraw. This approach prevents emotional damage. Respect remains intact even during disagreement. That respect forms the backbone of long-term connection. As time passes, you notice fewer emotional swings. Peace replaces anxiety. That calm is not accidental. It reflects a relationship grounded in maturity and care. True love does not require constant monitoring. Trust replaces suspicion. You don't feel the need to check messages or question loyalty. Security becomes natural. This trust grows because actions match intentions. Promises are kept. Boundaries are honored. This reliability builds emotional strength between partners. In such a relationship, independence is respected. Both people maintain their individuality while sharing life together. This balance prevents emotional dependence. Over time, the bond becomes stronger because it is chosen daily. Love feels intentional, not forced or fearful. Not every relationship is meant to last. Some exist to prepare you for something better. These experiences teach clarity, patience, and self-respect. They refine your understanding of healthy love. When the right person arrives, the difference is clear. You feel understood rather than tolerated. Communication flows without confusion or defensiveness. This connection feels aligned with your life rather than disruptive. It fits naturally instead of demanding sacrifice of your well-being. Eventually, you recognize that this love supports your future instead of distracting from it. That alignment signals lasting potential. Love that is real does not isolate you from others. It encourages healthy connections outside the relationship. Support systems are respected, not threatened. A loving partner understands that fulfillment comes from balance. They don't demand exclusive emotional dependence. Instead, they appreciate shared independence. This openness strengthens trust and reduces control. Both individuals feel respected and valued. Over time, this balance creates a healthier bond. Love becomes expansive, not restrictive. Some people stay in relationships out of fear of starting over. True love removes that fear. It feels worth choosing, not necessary for survival. A genuine partner adds value to your life. They enhance your peace rather than disrupt it. Emotional well-being becomes a priority. This partnership feels supported during uncertainty. You are not alone in challenges. Effort is shared, not avoided. Eventually, you recognize that this love feels empowering. It strengthens confidence and emotional clarity. Love that lasts respects time. It understands seasons of growth stress, and change. It does not demand constant availability. A loving partner adapts without resentment. They remain supportive, even when routines shift. Flexibility replaces frustration. This patience allows the relationship to mature naturally. Pressure is replaced by understanding. Over time, this adaptability strengthens trust. The bond grows resilient rather than fragile. Real love does not compete for control. Decisions are shared. Power struggles are avoided. Mutual respect guides choices. A caring partner listens fully before responding. They value understanding over dominance. This approach prevents emotional distance. You feel safe, expressing thoughts without fear of dismissal. Emotional safety becomes the foundation. Eventually, this respect deepens connection. Love grows steady and dependable, rooted in equality and trust. Love that is meant to last does not rush emotional closeness. It allows trust to grow naturally over time. When someone truly loves you, they respect emotional pacing. They do not pressure you to open up before you feel safe. This patience shows maturity and genuine care. In this kind of relationship, listening matters more than reacting. Your thoughts are not brushed aside or minimized. You feel understood, not rushed toward quick solutions. This creates emotional comfort and deeper connection. A meaningful partner values emotional honesty. They don't use vulnerability against you later. Instead, they protect what you share. This protection strengthens trust and reduces fear of being misunderstood. Over time, this emotional safety builds a strong foundation. You stop holding back parts of yourself. You feel accepted fully, which allows love to deepen in a healthy and lasting way. Some relationships feel uncertain because expectations are unclear. True love removes confusion by being transparent. Intentions are communicated clearly, not hidden behind mixed signals or silence. A loving partner does not keep you guessing about their feelings. They show commitment through actions and consistency. This clarity reduces anxiety and builds confidence in the relationship. When communication is open, misunderstandings decrease. Problems are addressed early instead of ignored. This prevents emotional distance from forming over time. Eventually, the relationship feels grounded. You know where you stand. That certainty allows emotional investment without fear of sudden withdrawal. Real love respects emotional boundaries. It understands that closeness does not mean control. Space is allowed without punishment or guilt. This respect strengthens trust rather than weakening it. A partner who truly loves you does not monitor your behavior excessively. They trust your integrity. This freedom builds confidence and mutual respect. In such a relationship, independence is valued. Both people continue growing individually. This prevents emotional burnout and dependency. Over time, the bond becomes healthier because it is based on choice, not fear. Love feels stable and supportive. Some people confuse sacrifice with love. While compromise is important, losing yourself is not healthy. Real love does not require abandoning your values or identity. A caring partner supports your individuality. They encourage your interests and personal goals. Your uniqueness is celebrated, not suppressed. This mutual respect creates emotional balance. Neither person feels overshadowed or diminished. Both feel valued equally. As time passes, this balance strengthens the relationship. Love grows because both individuals remain whole. Love that is genuine adapts to change. Life brings unexpected challenges. A true partner does not retreat when circumstances shift. Instead, they remain present and supportive. They adjust expectations without resentment. This flexibility strengthens the emotional bond. You feel supported rather than blamed during difficult seasons. This shared resilience builds trust and stability. Over time, this adaptability makes the relationship durable. Love becomes capable of weathering uncertainty together. Many relationships struggle because emotions are suppressed. Real love encourages expression without fear. You are allowed to share feelings openly. A loving partner responds with understanding instead of defensiveness. They listen to understand, not to argue. This creates emotional closeness. This openness prevents resentment from building silently. Issues are resolved before they grow larger. Eventually, communication becomes a strength rather than a challenge. Love deepens through honest dialogue. True love values effort, not perfection. Mistakes are handled with grace rather than judgment. Growth is encouraged without criticism. A caring partner acknowledges effort even when outcomes fall short. This appreciation builds emotional confidence. You feel safe learning and improving within the relationship. Fear of failure decreases. Over time, this supportive environment strengthens trust and mutual respect. Love that is meant for you does not drain your emotional energy. It provides balance and support. You feel uplifted rather than exhausted. A genuine partner notices when you need rest. They respect your limits. Care extends beyond words into thoughtful actions. This awareness strengthens emotional connection. You feel valued beyond what you provide. Eventually, the relationship feels nourishing. Love becomes a source of strength. Real love does not use silence as punishment. Communication remains open even during conflict. Distance is not used to control emotions. A loving partner seeks resolution rather than avoidance. They address issues directly and calmly. This approach builds trust and prevents emotional insecurity. Problems are faced together. Over time, this reliability creates emotional safety. Love feels steady and dependable. Love that lasts respects emotional history. Past experiences are acknowledged, not used as weapons. Healing is supported patiently. A caring partner does not rush recovery. They allow space for growth without pressure. This understanding builds deep trust. You feel safe being honest about past struggles. Eventually, this compassion strengthens the bond. Love becomes rooted in empathy and care. Love that is real does not pressure you to rush decisions. It allows time for clarity to develop naturally. When someone truly loves you, they understand that important choices require thought and emotional readiness. They do not use fear or urgency to secure commitment. Instead, they allow trust to grow steadily. In this kind of relationship, patience replaces impatience. Conversations unfold without tension. You are not pushed to explain yourself repeatedly. This calm pacing creates space for emotional connection without stress. A loving partner values long-term stability more than short-term excitement. They are willing to wait because they are confident in the bond. This confidence reduces anxiety and strengthens emotional security. Over time, this patience builds deep trust. You feel respected and understood. Love becomes a steady presence rather than a source of pressure. Some relationships depend heavily on validation. Real love does not. It allows you to feel secure without constant reassurance. Confidence grows naturally through consistent actions and honest communication. A genuine partner does not withhold affection to gain control. Care is expressed freely and without conditions. This openness builds emotional balance and trust. You feel appreciated for who you are, not just for what you offer. This recognition strengthens self-worth and emotional clarity. Over time, this stability creates a relationship that feels grounded. Love becomes dependable rather than emotionally demanding. True love is not threatened by honesty. Difficult truths are handled with care instead of defensiveness. Open conversations strengthen connection rather than weaken it. A caring partner listens fully, even when topics are uncomfortable. They seek understanding before reacting. This approach reduces conflict and builds respect. Emotional maturity allows space for growth. Mistakes are acknowledged without blame. Learning replaces judgment. As time passes, this openness deepens trust. Love becomes resilient through honest communication. Love that is meant to last does not rely on emotional highs alone. It remains steady during ordinary days. Routine does not weaken the bond, it strengthens it. A loving partner finds value in shared daily moments. Small gestures carry meaning. Presence matters more than performance. This consistency creates emotional grounding. You feel connected even without constant excitement. Over time, this steady rhythm builds lasting attachment. Love grows quietly but powerfully. Some relationships drain emotional energy through constant tension. Real love feels calming. It brings balance rather than exhaustion. A caring partner recognizes emotional limits. They respect boundaries and support recovery during stressful times. This understanding builds emotional safety. You feel seen and valued beyond productivity or availability. Eventually, love becomes a source of renewal. The relationship strengthens emotional well-being. True love does not avoid responsibility. Accountability is embraced without defensiveness. Actions are owned honestly. A loving partner addresses mistakes openly. Apologies are sincere and followed by change. This reliability builds trust over time. Words and actions align consistently. As a result, the relationship becomes dependable. Love grows through responsibility and respect. Love that is genuine does not compete for attention. It respects other priorities in your life. Balance is encouraged, not resisted. A caring partner understands commitments beyond the relationship. Support is offered without guilt or pressure. This respect strengthens independence. Both individuals grow without fear of emotional loss. Over time, this balance deepens trust. Love remains strong without control. Some connections thrive on drama. Real love avoids emotional extremes. Stability replaces volatility. A loving partner communicates calmly during conflict. Solutions are prioritized over emotional reactions. This approach protects emotional safety. Respect remains intact during disagreements. As time passes, peace becomes familiar. Love feels steady and secure. True love does not rely on ideal circumstances. It adapts through uncertainty. Commitment remains present despite challenges. A caring partner remains engaged during difficult seasons. Effort does not fade under pressure. This resilience strengthens emotional connection. Trust deepens through shared endurance. Over time, love proves its strength through consistency. The bond becomes durable and lasting. Love that lasts values emotional presence. Attention is given with intention. Listening becomes an act of care. A genuine partner prioritizes understanding. They remain mentally and emotionally present. This presence builds connection beyond words. Emotional intimacy deepens naturally. Eventually, love feels complete. The relationship becomes rooted in awareness and care. Love that is genuine does not rely on fear to hold two people together. It does not threaten loss to gain obedience. Instead, it creates a sense of safety that allows both people to choose the relationship freely. This freedom strengthens connection far more than control ever could. A caring partner does not use emotional withdrawal as a weapon. Communication remains open even during disappointment. This approach builds emotional security and reduces anxiety within the relationship. You feel safe expressing concerns without fear of being abandoned. This emotional openness strengthens trust and prevents resentment from forming quietly. Over time, this freedom-based connection becomes stronger. Love grows because it is chosen, not forced. Some relationships feel fragile because they depend on perfect conditions. Real love is flexible. It adjusts expectations when life changes without placing blame. A loving partner understands that stress can affect behavior. They respond with patience instead of judgment. This understanding builds emotional resilience. Support becomes visible through actions. Help is offered without being asked repeatedly. This reliability strengthens trust. As time passes, the bond becomes stronger. Love proves it can adapt without breaking. True love respects emotional boundaries during conflict. It avoids harmful language and personal attacks. Disagreements are handled with care. A caring partner remains respectful even when emotions run high. This restraint protects the relationship from lasting damage. You feel valued even during disagreements. Respect remains intact, preserving emotional safety. Over time, conflict becomes less threatening. Love grows through healthy resolution rather than avoidance. Love that lasts is built on emotional awareness. A genuine partner notices changes in mood and behavior. They pay attention without being intrusive. This awareness leads to thoughtful support. Needs are recognized without constant explanation. This attentiveness deepens connection. You feel understood on a deeper level. Emotional needs are met with care. Eventually, this awareness strengthens trust. Love becomes intuitive and responsive. Some relationships struggle because effort is uneven. Real love values balance. Both people contribute emotionally. A caring partner does not leave all responsibility on one side. Effort is shared consistently. This equality builds mutual respect. You feel supported rather than burdened. Emotional labor is recognized and appreciated. Over time, this balance strengthens commitment. Love feels fair and sustainable. True love allows vulnerability without fear of judgment. Emotional honesty is met with understanding. A loving partner listens without interrupting or minimizing feelings. They validate experiences even when they cannot fix them. This acceptance builds emotional closeness. Trust deepens through shared vulnerability. As time passes, openness becomes natural. Love grows stronger through honesty. Love that is real does not create confusion about commitment. Intentions are clear and consistent. A caring partner communicates expectations openly. Mixed signals are avoided. Clarity reduces emotional stress. You feel secure knowing where you stand. Confidence replaces uncertainty. Over time, this clarity strengthens emotional investment. Love becomes stable and reassuring. Some connections rely heavily on words. Real love is shown through action. Behavior aligns with promises. A genuine partner follows through consistently. Reliability builds emotional trust. You feel confident in the relationship's stability. Doubt fades as consistency continues. Eventually, actions speak louder than reassurance. Love proves itself through presence. True love respects emotional independence. It does not demand constant attention. Balance is encouraged. A caring partner trusts the connection even during distance. Emotional security remains intact. This trust prevents jealousy and control. Freedom strengthens the bond. Over time, independence deepens trust. Love feels secure and healthy. Love that lasts values patience. Growth is allowed without pressure. Change is supported gently. A genuine partner understands personal development takes time. They encourage progress without rushing it. This patience builds emotional strength. Confidence grows naturally. Eventually, the relationship matures. Love deepens through steady growth. A meaningful relationship does not make you feel like you are constantly being tested. You are not required to prove loyalty through stress or sacrifice. Instead, trust is assumed and strengthened over time through everyday behavior. This creates a calm, emotional environment where love can grow naturally. The person who truly loves you does not search for flaws to justify distance. They look for understanding. When misunderstandings arise, they ask questions instead of making assumptions. This approach prevents unnecessary emotional damage. In this kind of connection, reassurance feels natural, not forced. Care is expressed through steady presence rather than dramatic gestures. This steadiness builds emotional confidence. As time passes, you feel secure being yourself. Love becomes a place of rest rather than emotional effort. Some relationships feel like constant negotiation. Real love feels cooperative. Decisions are discussed openly without power struggles or silent resistance. A supportive partner values mutual agreement. They listen carefully before forming opinions. This respect strengthens emotional harmony. You feel included rather than overridden. Your perspective matters in shaping shared choices. This equality builds trust. Over time, collaboration replaces conflict. Love becomes a partnership rooted in respect. True love does not use past mistakes as leverage. Growth is encouraged without reminders of failure. Forgiveness becomes part of progress. A caring partner focuses on improvement rather than punishment. They allow space for learning and change. This builds emotional safety. You feel free to grow without fear of judgment. Confidence increases as acceptance deepens. Eventually, the relationship strengthens through mutual understanding. Love matures with patience. Some connections rely on constant excitement to survive. Genuine love finds meaning in stability. Quiet moments become valuable rather than boring. A loving partner appreciates consistency. Routine becomes comfort, not limitation. This steadiness supports emotional health. You feel grounded rather than overstimulated. Peace replaces emotional highs and lows. Over time, stability strengthens attachment. Love grows through reliability. Love that lasts respects emotional timing. It understands that people open up at different speeds. Pressure is avoided. A supportive partner waits without frustration. They create safety through patience. This trust encourages openness naturally. You feel comfortable sharing without fear. Emotional connection deepens gradually. Eventually, openness becomes effortless. Love grows through understanding. True love does not seek to control outcomes. It allows life to unfold without constant interference. Trust replaces micromanagement. A caring partner supports choices even when outcomes are uncertain. Encouragement remains steady. This builds confidence. You feel trusted rather than supervised. Independence strengthens the bond. Over time, trust deepens. Love becomes resilient and secure. Some relationships focus heavily on appearance. Real love values character. Integrity matters more than image. A loving partner respects your values. They support decisions that align with who you are. This alignment builds emotional connection. You feel accepted beyond surface traits. Authenticity becomes the foundation. Eventually, this depth strengthens commitment. Love grows through shared principles. True love does not disappear during emotional lows. It remains present during fatigue, doubt, or stress. Consistency proves care. A supportive partner offers patience rather than pressure. Presence matters more than solutions. You feel supported without expectation. Emotional relief follows. Over time, this presence builds trust. Love becomes dependable. Love that is healthy does not thrive on comparison. It does not measure itself against others. Confidence replaces insecurity. A caring partner celebrates uniqueness. Competition fades in favor of appreciation. You feel valued for who you are. Self-worth strengthens. Eventually, confidence stabilizes the relationship. Love feels secure. Real love does not fear silence. Quiet moments are comfortable. Connection remains without constant conversation. A genuine partner values presence over noise. Stillness becomes shared understanding. You feel relaxed rather than pressured. Emotional closeness deepens. Over time, silence strengthens connection. Love feels natural and complete. True love does not demand constant attention or praise. It thrives quietly through consistency and reliability. When someone genuinely cares, their support shows in steady actions rather than dramatic gestures. This subtle devotion creates a foundation of trust that does not need constant validation. A loving partner notices your moods and emotional needs without being told. They respond thoughtfully, not reactively. Small gestures like listening attentively or remembering details demonstrate care more than words ever could. In a meaningful relationship, disagreements do not lead to fear of abandonment. Differences are handled with patience and empathy. Emotional safety is preserved, allowing open communication and honest expression of feelings. Over time, this steady, thoughtful care cultivates a deep sense of security. You stop questioning the relationship because love feels intentional, balanced, and enduring. Some relationships feel unpredictable because actions and words rarely align. Real love builds trust through consistency. What a partner does consistently reflects their true intentions, and this creates confidence and stability in the connection. A supportive partner values your perspective. Decisions are made together, and each person's voice carries weight. This mutual respect prevents resentment and fosters collaboration. In such a relationship, emotional support is given freely, without expectation of return. Acts of kindness and understanding are natural, not calculated. This balance deepens connection over time. Eventually, this reliability produces emotional comfort. You no longer feel anxious or uncertain because love is expressed through consistent behavior, not just promises. Love that lasts does not fear individuality. A healthy partner encourages personal growth and independence. They do not try to mold you into their idea of perfection, but embrace your authentic self. A caring partner values your dreams and ambitions. They celebrate achievements and provide guidance without judgment. This partnership strengthens confidence and shared purpose. In a genuine relationship, both people feel free to pursue personal interest. Space is respected, creating a sense of emotional balance and mutual respect. Over time, this freedom cultivates trust and strengthens the bond. Love grows naturally, rooted in acceptance and support rather than control. Some relationships falter because emotional effort is uneven. True love thrives when both partners actively nurture the connection. Effort is not measured in grand gestures, but in consistent, thoughtful actions. A loving partner communicates openly and listens carefully. They engage in problem solving rather than avoiding challenges. This shared commitment builds resilience. In such a bond, mistakes are met with understanding rather than criticism. Growth is encouraged, creating a safe environment for emotional honesty. Eventually, this balance and dedication reinforce stability. Love becomes dependable and strengthens through shared responsibility. Real love does not rely on intensity to prove commitment. Emotional highs are temporary. What matters is steady presence over time. True devotion manifests in consistent behaviors that build reliability. A caring partner prioritizes actions over words. They follow through on commitments and show up when it matters most, which demonstrates sincerity. In this type of relationship, support and empathy are natural. Emotional availability is consistent, allowing a sense of calm and trust to develop. Over time, this steadfastness produces a durable bond. Love becomes secure, not dependent on fleeting emotions or dramatics. Love that is genuine does not isolate you from life or relationships outside the bond. A healthy partner encourages friendships and interests, understanding that a strong support network enriches the connection. A thoughtful partner respects your time and space. They do not seek constant approval or validation. Independence is seen as a strength rather than a threat. In such a relationship, both partners grow individually while contributing to shared goals. Mutual respect strengthens emotional trust and reduces tension. Eventually, this balance fosters long-term stability. Love feels safe, expansive, and mutually empowering. Some connections fail because one partner controls or manipulates the other. True love relies on equality, choice, and mutual respect. Decisions are shared, and neither person dominates the relationship. A caring partner communicates clearly and listens with intent. Conflicts are resolved collaboratively, not competitively. Emotional respect is maintained even during disagreements. In this relationship, personal boundaries are honored, fostering emotional security and trust. Each person's needs and preferences matter equally. Over time, this respect and equality strengthen the bond. Love grows naturally, anchored in fairness and understanding rather than dominance. Real love does not crumble during adversity. Life's challenges test relationships, but a genuine partner remains present and engaged. They do not withdraw or blame. Instead, they collaborate to overcome obstacles. A supportive partner offers steady reassurance without smothering. They provide practical help and emotional comfort when it is most needed. In such a relationship, trust is reinforced as difficulties are faced together. Emotional intimacy deepens because both partners witness each other's reliability under pressure. Eventually, this resilience becomes a defining feature of the bond. Love endures because it is built on shared perseverance and unwavering support. Some relationships fail because expectations are unclear. Genuine love creates clarity. Intentions, boundaries, and commitments are communicated openly, reducing confusion and anxiety. A thoughtful partner ensures that understanding flows both ways. Misunderstandings are addressed calmly, not ignored. Emotional security is strengthened through transparency. In this type of bond, both partners feel confident, expressing needs and desires. Communication nurtures trust instead of tension. Over time, clarity and transparency solidify the relationship. Love becomes predictable, safe, and deeply reassuring. True love does not withdraw during difficult conversations. Disagreements are approached with calm and respect. Emotional safety is preserved even during tension. A caring partner listens actively and responds thoughtfully. The goal is understanding, not winning an argument. This creates trust and reduces the risk of resentment. In such a connection, both people feel heard. Emotional intimacy deepens as communication remains constructive and compassionate. Eventually, the relationship becomes stronger because conflicts are resolved healthily. Love grows steadily, built on trust and mutual respect. Love that lasts does not rely on external validation. A genuine partner values you for who you are, not how others perceive you. Confidence and respect develop naturally when judgment and comparison are removed from the relationship. A caring partner listens actively and responds with thoughtfulness. They pay attention to subtle needs and emotions, creating a strong emotional connection without demanding explanations. In such a relationship, mistakes are handled with understanding. Instead of blame, opportunities for growth are recognized. Emotional safety is maintained consistently, allowing trust to deepen. Over time, this sense of being genuinely valued creates emotional stability. Love becomes steady, supportive, and reassuring rather than fragile or conditional. Some relationships crumble under constant pressure. True love feels effortless, not forced. A loving partner supports your growth without making you feel like you have to earn their affection. This type of connection thrives on consistency. Regular, thoughtful actions outweigh occasional grand gestures. Reliability becomes a key sign of sincerity. A genuine partner does not withdraw in challenging moments. Presence and patience are given freely, even when emotions are intense. This creates a sense of stability that strengthens trust. Over time, the relationship grows resilient. Love becomes a source of calm and confidence, allowing both partners to flourish individually and together. Real love does not manipulate emotions. A healthy partner respects your feelings and responds with understanding, not control. Emotional safety is prioritized, fostering a secure environment for both people. A thoughtful partner notices subtle shifts in mood or energy. They offer support without demanding acknowledgement or repayment. This attentiveness builds intimacy and trust. In such a relationship, communication flows naturally. Differences are discussed openly, and challenges are faced as a team. Conflict becomes a tool for growth rather than a source of fear. Eventually, this mutual respect and understanding deepen the connection. Love strengthens over time through consistent care and emotional intelligence. Some connections rely on constant excitement to mask insecurity. True love finds depth in stability and understanding. Everyday moments gain significance through shared presence, not dramatics. A caring partner prioritizes thoughtfulness over performance. Simple gestures like listening or remembering preferences reflect genuine care and strengthen the bond. Emotional transparency is encouraged, creating an environment where vulnerability is safe. Both partners can express feelings without fear of judgment or ridicule. Over time, this stable, mindful approach fosters deep trust. Love becomes predictable, calming, and enduring rather than fleeting. Love that is authentic does not fear individuality. A partner who truly cares encourages personal interests and goals, understanding that personal growth strengthens the relationship rather than threatens it. In this connection, encouragement replaces criticism. Achievements are celebrated together, creating shared joy while honoring each person's independence. Boundaries are respected, allowing space for reflection and self-development. Emotional security is maintained even when both people pursue personal projects. Over time, this respect for individuality solidifies the relationship. Love grows naturally, rooted in mutual admiration and understanding. Some relationships fail because effort is inconsistent. Real love thrives when commitment is visible through action rather than promises. Reliability and attentiveness signal sincerity. A caring partner actively participates in emotional nurturing. Listening, supporting, and thoughtful communication are consistent habits, not occasional gestures. In this connection, mistakes are approached with patience, not judgment. Both people feel safe taking emotional risks, knowing their partner values growth and understanding. Eventually, this consistency builds resilience. Love becomes durable, stable, and deeply rooted in shared effort and trust. True love does not create anxiety over absence. A supportive partner trusts the connection and allows space without fear of losing intimacy. This trust fosters independence and emotional security. A thoughtful partner demonstrates care through small, consistent actions, rather than constant attention-seeking behaviors. Reliability reassures without smothering. In such a relationship, balance is maintained. Both people feel supported, understood, and free to pursue personal responsibilities without guilt or pressure. Over time, this balance strengthens commitment. Love becomes a safe space, capable of sustaining both closeness and individuality. Some connections rely on external drama to survive. Real love remains steady, calm, and resilient. Emotional highs and lows do not dictate commitment. Trust and consistency do. A caring partner communicates openly and respectfully during challenges. Problems are addressed collaboratively rather than with blame or avoidance. In this environment, emotional transparency flourishes. Both partners feel comfortable expressing fears and desires without worry about judgment or withdrawal. Over time, this calm and balanced approach strengthens the bond. Love becomes reliable, nurturing, and sustainable. Love that is genuine respects personal growth. A partner encourages learning, new experiences, and self-improvement without feeling threatened or left behind. A supportive partner celebrates achievements and milestones. Motivation and encouragement replace jealousy or competition, creating a partnership grounded in mutual upliftment. Emotional safety is preserved as both people explore opportunities individually and together. Shared respect ensures trust remains intact during change. Over time, this encouragement fosters long-term resilience. Love strengthens through mutual support and the freedom to grow. Some relationships struggle because partners hide vulnerability. True love thrives when both people feel safe, being honest about fears and insecurities. Emotional openness is welcomed and nurtured. A caring partner listens without interruption or judgment. Feedback is given thoughtfully, and understanding is prioritized over control. In this connection, challenges are faced together, and mistakes are met with patience rather than blame. This creates a strong foundation for trust and intimacy. Over time, the bond deepens. Love becomes reliable, emotionally secure, and capable of sustaining both passion and stability. Real love does not rush emotional connection. It values gradual understanding and allows trust to develop naturally. A person who truly cares observes, listens, and adjusts without forcing closeness prematurely, creating a stable emotional foundation. A thoughtful partner notices both spoken and unspoken cues. They offer support through quiet attentiveness and meaningful gestures. Emotional needs are addressed without being asked repeatedly, showing genuine awareness. In such a bond, disagreements are handled with calm reasoning rather than confrontation. Differences are approached as opportunities for learning, not as threats to connection. This fosters long-term stability. Over time, this deliberate, patient approach builds deep trust. Love becomes steady, reliable, and emotionally fulfilling, allowing both people to feel safe being themselves. Some relationships falter because one partner dominates decision-making. True love thrives on equality, where opinions are shared and choices are mutual. Both people feel heard and respected, fostering cooperation rather than tension. A caring partner communicates openly about their needs while listening fully to yours. Compromise is guided by fairness, not self-interest, creating a balanced and secure connection. In this environment, individuality is preserved. Each person has room to grow while contributing to shared goals. This balance prevents emotional dependency and fosters mutual respect. Over time, collaboration strengthens the bond. Love deepens through shared responsibility, trust, and the reassurance of equality. Genuine love does not rely on constant attention or dramatic displays. It expresses care through consistency, small gestures, and predictable reliability. These steady actions create a sense of security that words alone cannot achieve. A thoughtful partner demonstrates consideration without expecting praise. Listening, remembering details, and offering support naturally reinforce the connection, strengthening emotional intimacy. In a stable relationship, challenges are approached together rather than avoided. Problem solving becomes a shared activity rather than a source of stress or blame. Over time, the accumulation of consistent effort builds deep trust. Love evolves into a quiet, dependable force rather than an unpredictable emotional roller coaster. Some relationships fail because partners cannot tolerate imperfections. True love recognizes flaws without judgment and encourages growth. Mistakes are approached as opportunities for understanding, not reasons for withdrawal. A caring partner focuses on solutions rather than criticism. They provide support when challenges arise, creating a secure environment where vulnerability is safe. In this type of relationship, emotional expression is encouraged. Both people can communicate needs, fears, and ambitions without fear of rejection. Over time, this compassionate approach strengthens the bond. Love becomes resilient, nurturing, and built on patience and acceptance. Real love does not isolate individuals from their personal interests or friendships. A healthy partner encourages connections outside the relationship, understanding that independence strengthens rather than threatens intimacy. A supportive partner respects boundaries and prioritizes trust over control. They do not demand constant attention or compliance, fostering a sense of freedom and confidence. In this dynamic, both people maintain individuality while building shared experiences. Emotional balance and mutual respect are reinforced, creating a healthy partnership. Over time, this independence enriches the relationship. Love grows stronger through trust, respect, and the freedom to be fully oneself. Some relationships falter because emotional effort is inconsistent. True love thrives on regular, thoughtful engagement. Actions aligned with words, reinforcing sincerity and deepening connection. A caring partner actively participates in nurturing the relationship through listening, understanding, and helping without being asked. This reliability fosters security and trust. In such a bond, challenges are approached collaboratively rather than avoided. Mistakes are handled with patience, creating a safe space for growth and learning. Over time, consistent effort produces stability. Love becomes a dependable, resilient foundation for both people to thrive, emotionally. Genuine love does not create fear of emotional expression. A supportive partner values openness and responds with empathy rather than judgment or criticism. This approach encourages honesty and strengthens intimacy. A thoughtful partner recognizes emotional cues and provides reassurance through steady presence. They validate experiences and feelings, which nurtures confidence and trust. In this environment, problems are discussed calmly and constructively. Conflict becomes an opportunity for growth, not a source of tension or avoidance. Over time, this safe and open dynamic deepens the bond. Love evolves into a secure, enduring, and emotionally fulfilling partnership. Some relationships struggle because one partner is overly controlling. True love thrives when boundaries are respected and decisions are shared. Equality allows both people to feel empowered and secure. A caring partner communicates expectations clearly while listening attentively. Compromise and understanding are prioritized over dominance, creating a balanced and trusting connection. In this type of relationship, individuality and personal growth are supported. Each person maintains autonomy while contributing to the partnership. Over time, this respect for boundaries and equality strengthens the bond. Love grows naturally, resilient, and mutually empowering. Real love does not depend on superficial attraction alone. A meaningful partner values character, integrity, and consistency. These qualities create a stable foundation for emotional connection. A supportive partner shows care through thoughtful actions, reliability, and attentiveness. Emotional presence is prioritized over performance or appearance. In a healthy relationship, both partners feel comfortable expressing vulnerabilities without fear. This openness nurtures trust and understanding. Over time, this focus on genuine qualities builds a lasting bond. Love becomes dependable, deep, and emotionally sustaining. Some relationships fail because emotional effort is inconsistent or conditional. True love thrives when support is freely given, regardless of circumstances. Reliability and attentiveness build trust and security. A caring partner demonstrates care through both words and actions. Small gestures of consideration and thoughtful engagement strengthen emotional intimacy. In such a bond, challenges are faced together rather than avoided. Patience, empathy, and understanding create a safe environment for growth. Over time, this consistent, unconditional approach strengthens the relationship. Love evolves into a resilient, stable, and deeply fulfilling connection. True love does not create insecurity or constant doubt. A genuine partner builds confidence through consistent behavior and transparency. You learn to trust their words because actions align with promises, creating a sense of emotional stability that feels safe. A caring partner listens attentively and responds thoughtfully. They observe subtle changes in mood or energy and adjust support accordingly. This awareness fosters intimacy without needing dramatic gestures. In such a relationship, disagreements are approached with calm discussion rather than blame or anger. Challenges become opportunities to understand each other better and strengthen emotional bonds. Over time, this stability creates a relationship rooted in trust and respect. Love grows naturally, offering comfort and reassurance even during uncertain times. Some relationships fail because one partner seeks control over every decision. True love thrives on shared choices and mutual respect. Both individuals feel empowered to express needs and desires without fear of judgment or rejection. A thoughtful partner communicates openly and listens with genuine interest. Compromise is prioritized over dominance, creating a fair and balanced emotional environment. In this type of relationship, individuality is preserved. Each person has the freedom to pursue personal goals while contributing to shared plans, strengthening the connection. Over time, this balance fosters long-term trust. Love becomes enduring, resilient, and rooted in equality and mutual understanding. Real love does not rely on constant excitement to validate itself. Emotional depth and steady presence are more meaningful than dramatic gestures or superficial thrills. Genuine care is shown through reliability and attentiveness. A caring partner notices your needs and responds thoughtfully. Simple acts like remembering preferences or checking in consistently demonstrate sincerity and strengthen the emotional bond. In such a connection, challenges are handled collaboratively rather than avoided. Both partners work through difficulties together, which enhances trust and emotional intimacy. Over time, the relationship becomes resilient and secure. Love thrives quietly through consistency and mutual understanding rather than fleeting excitement. Some connections falter because one partner feels the need to change the other. True love values authenticity and encourages growth without attempting to control or reshape a person. Respecting individuality creates emotional security. A supportive partner celebrates your achievements and encourages personal growth. They provide guidance without imposing restrictions or expectations that undermine your autonomy. In this type of relationship, space and freedom are respected. Both people maintain independence while contributing to shared goals, fostering trust and balance. Over time, this respect strengthens the connection. Love grows naturally, rooted in acceptance, understanding, and mutual admiration. Love that lasts does not depend on constant attention or praise. Sincere partners show care through actions rather than seeking validation. Thoughtful, steady gestures communicate devotion more effectively than dramatic words. A caring partner pays attention to subtle cues, responds empathetically, and supports emotional needs without being prompted. This attentiveness fosters a secure environment where trust can thrive. In such a bond, disagreements are resolved calmly and constructively. Conflicts are seen as opportunities for growth rather than threats, allowing both partners to feel safe expressing themselves. Over time, this steady presence builds deep emotional intimacy. Love becomes dependable, nurturing, and capable of sustaining both passion and stability. Some relationships struggle because one partner withdraws during challenging times. True love thrives when support is consistent, even in difficulties. Presence and patience are more important than quick solutions or dramatic gestures. A thoughtful partner listens, provides reassurance, and offers practical support when needed. Their consistency builds confidence and emotional safety. In this environment, challenges are faced together rather than avoided. Emotional vulnerability is embraced, and mutual understanding strengthens the bond. Over time, this steadfast approach fosters long-term resilience. Love becomes reliable, secure, and deeply fulfilling. Real love does not manipulate emotions to maintain control. A healthy partner values honesty and responds with empathy rather than coercion. Emotional safety is prioritized above all. A supportive partner observes needs and moods, providing assistance and encouragement without expecting anything in return. This nurtures trust and strengthens emotional intimacy. In this type of relationship, communication is constructive and respectful. Disagreements are addressed thoughtfully, fostering growth and understanding instead of tension. Over time, this honest and empathetic approach deepens connection. Love becomes resilient, stable, and capable of weathering challenges together. Some connections fail because effort is inconsistent. True love thrives when engagement is steady and meaningful. Regular attention, thoughtful gestures, and sincere communication create a secure foundation. A caring partner demonstrates commitment through both words and actions. Emotional support is continuous, not conditional, reinforcing trust and intimacy. In such a bond, mistakes are approached with patience and understanding. Challenges become opportunities to strengthen the relationship rather than undermine it. Over time, consistency produces a durable and emotionally rich connection. Love becomes dependable, reassuring, and deeply nurturing. Genuine love does not isolate a partner or restrict freedom. Independence is respected and encouraged, creating a balanced and healthy dynamic. Both people can pursue personal goals while nurturing the connection. A thoughtful partner communicates needs clearly while listening carefully. Trust replaces control, and emotional security grows naturally through respect. In this type of relationship, support and encouragement are given freely. Each partner feels confident expressing themselves without fear of judgment or restriction. Over time, this balance strengthens the bond. Love becomes resilient, supportive, and deeply fulfilling for both partners. Some relationships falter because partners avoid vulnerability. True love thrives when both individuals feel safe expressing fears, insecurities, and desires. Emotional openness fosters intimacy and trust. A caring partner listens actively and validates feelings without judgment. Empathy and understanding are prioritized over criticism or defensiveness. In such a bond, challenges are tackled collaboratively, and mistakes are met with patience and guidance. Emotional security becomes a central pillar of the connection. Over time, this environment of trust and openness deepens the relationship. Love becomes dependable, emotionally secure, and capable of lasting growth. True love does not create constant anxiety or fear of abandonment. A genuine partner's reliability and consistency provide emotional stability. Actions match words, creating a predictable and safe environment that fosters trust. A caring partner observes and responds to your emotional needs without being prompted. They recognize subtle changes in mood and provide support quietly and thoughtfully, reinforcing the connection. In such a bond, conflicts are approached with calm reasoning rather than anger or avoidance. Differences are seen as opportunities for understanding rather than threats to the relationship. Over time, this consistent and mindful care builds deep trust. Love grows into a steady, reliable force that brings reassurance and comfort in all circumstances. Some relationships fail because one partner dominates or controls decisions. True love thrives on mutual respect, where both individuals' opinions and needs are valued equally. Shared decision-making fosters equality and prevents resentment. A thoughtful partner communicates openly and listens attentively. Compromise is guided by fairness, not self-interest, creating balance and trust in the relationship. Independence is respected, allowing personal growth without fear of criticism or interference. Both people contribute to shared goals while maintaining their own identity. Over time, this balance strengthens the relationship. Love deepens through fairness, understanding, and mutual empowerment, creating a bond that endures. Genuine love does not rely on superficial attraction alone. Emotional depth, character, and reliability form the foundation. Small, thoughtful actions speak louder than occasional grand gestures, creating long-lasting intimacy. A caring partner notices subtle needs and responds with empathy. Their consistent presence and support cultivate emotional closeness and trust. In this type of connection, challenges are addressed collaboratively. Disagreements become opportunities to understand each other rather than reasons for conflict. Over time, this focus on meaningful qualities strengthens the bond. Love grows steadily, secure, and deeply fulfilling rather than depending on appearances or temporary excitement. Some connections fail because one partner avoids vulnerability. True love encourages honesty about fears, insecurities, and desires. Emotional openness strengthens intimacy and fosters trust. A supportive partner listens attentively, validates emotions, and responds thoughtfully. They offer reassurance without judgment, creating a safe emotional space. In this environment, challenges are addressed collaboratively, and mistakes are met with patience and guidance. Both partners feel secure, expressing their authentic selves. Over time, this environment of trust and openness deepens the relationship. Love becomes reliable, emotionally secure, and capable of sustaining growth together. Real love does not rely on constant attention or validation. Thoughtful actions and consistent care build trust more effectively than dramatic displays or repeated affirmations. A caring partner notices your needs and responds appropriately. Small gestures of support and consideration strengthen emotional intimacy and demonstrate genuine devotion. In a healthy relationship, disagreements are handled constructively. Conflict becomes a way to understand one another, not a source of fear or mistrust. Over time, this steady approach creates a secure, emotionally rich connection. Love becomes dependable, nurturing, and resilient. Some relationships falter because one partner withdraws under pressure. True love thrives when support is consistent and unconditional, even during difficult times. Presence and patience outweigh temporary solutions or gestures. A thoughtful partner provides practical help, emotional reassurance, and steady attention. Their reliability fosters confidence and security in the bond. In this type of relationship, challenges are approached together. Emotional vulnerability is embraced rather than avoided, deepening trust. Over time, this steadfast approach builds resilience. Love becomes stable, emotionally secure, and deeply fulfilling for both partners. Genuine love does not manipulate emotions to maintain control. A healthy partner values honesty and responds with empathy. Ensuring emotional safety is prioritized over dominance or coercion. A caring partner observes needs and moods, providing support without expecting repayment or recognition. This nurtures trust and strengthens intimacy. In such a relationship, communication is respectful and constructive. Differences are discussed calmly, and conflict becomes an opportunity for growth rather than tension. Over time, this honest and empathetic approach deepens the connection. Love becomes stable, resilient, and capable of withstanding challenges. Some relationships fail because effort is inconsistent or conditional. True love thrives when emotional engagement is steady and sincere. Reliability and attentiveness are the key indicators of commitment. A supportive partner consistently demonstrates care through actions and words. Emotional support is offered freely, creating a secure and trusting connection. In this type of bond, mistakes are approached with patience and understanding. Challenges are seen as opportunities to strengthen the relationship rather than undermine it. Over time, consistent effort produces a durable, emotionally rich connection. Love becomes dependable, nurturing, and capable of lasting growth. True love does not isolate a partner or restrict independence. A healthy connection encourages personal growth, friendships, and external support networks which strengthen intimacy rather than weaken it. A caring partner communicates clearly, respects boundaries, and prioritizes trust over control. Emotional security grows naturally when both people feel free and valued. In such a relationship, support and encouragement are given without conditions. Each partner feels confident expressing themselves without fear of judgment or restriction. Over time, this balance strengthens the bond. Love becomes resilient, supportive, and deeply fulfilling for both partners. Some relationships falter because partners avoid vulnerability. Genuine love thrives when both people feel safe, sharing insecurities, fears, and hopes. Emotional openness builds trust and intimacy. A thoughtful partner listens actively, validates feelings, and responds with empathy. Patience and understanding replace criticism, fostering a secure connection. In this type of relationship, challenges are approached collaboratively, and mistakes are met with patience. Both people feel safe being their authentic selves. Over time, this safe and open environment strengthens the bond. Love becomes reliable, emotionally secure, and capable of sustaining long-term growth. True love does not demand perfection. A genuine partner accepts your flaws and sees them as part of your individuality. Emotional security grows when mistakes are met with understanding rather than judgment. A caring partner observes patterns in behavior and adapts support accordingly. They provide help without making you feel indebted, reinforcing trust and mutual respect. Disagreements are handled through thoughtful conversation, not criticism or avoidance. Each conflict becomes an opportunity to strengthen the bond rather than weaken it. Over time, this acceptance creates a stable foundation. Love becomes resilient, consistent, and emotionally nurturing, capable of enduring life's challenges. Some relationships struggle because one partner tries to control every aspect of life. Real love thrives on freedom, equality, and respect. Both individuals are empowered to express their needs without fear of judgment. A thoughtful partner communicates openly and listens attentively. Compromise is sought in good faith, creating a balanced and secure dynamic. Independence is valued and personal growth is encouraged. Both partners maintain their own identity while contributing meaningfully to shared goals. Over time, this balance strengthens the bond. Love grows through fairness, mutual respect, and the reassurance of equality. Real love does not rely on words alone. It is demonstrated through consistent actions. A partner who genuinely cares proves it by being dependable, responsive, and attentive. A caring partner notices subtle changes in mood and responds with empathy. They provide support quietly, reinforcing the emotional bond without being intrusive. In such a relationship, conflicts are approached calmly. Both people feel safe discussing differences without fear of retaliation or judgment. Over time, these steady actions build trust. Love becomes a secure, enduring presence that enhances emotional well-being. Some relationships fail because vulnerability is avoided. True love thrives when emotional honesty is encouraged. Sharing fears, insecurities, and hopes deepens trust and strengthens intimacy. A supportive partner listens without interruption or judgment. Empathy is prioritized over criticism, creating a safe emotional environment. Challenges are faced collaboratively, and mistakes are met with patience. Both partners feel safe to express authentic thoughts and feelings. Over time, this openness fosters a strong bond. Love becomes reliable, emotionally secure, and capable of long-term growth. Genuine love does not withdraw during difficult moments. Presence, patience, and support are more important than dramatic gestures. Stability in tough times strengthens the bond and fosters trust. A thoughtful partner provides reassurance, empathy, and practical support. Their consistent attention demonstrates genuine care and strengthens emotional security. In this type of relationship, both people feel empowered to share struggles and solutions. Emotional vulnerability is welcomed and nurtured. Over time, this reliability builds resilience. Love grows deeper and becomes a source of emotional calm. Some relationships struggle because effort is inconsistent. Real love thrives when commitment is visible in everyday actions. Reliability and consistency reinforce emotional security. A caring partner engages actively in emotional nurturing. Listening, understanding, and providing support are regular habits, not sporadic gestures. Mistakes are approached with patience and learning rather than blame. Both partners feel safe taking emotional risks. Over time, steady effort produces a durable and emotionally fulfilling connection. Love becomes dependable and resilient. True love respects personal space. A healthy partner does not restrict independence but encourages growth. Emotional security is strengthened when freedom is respected. A thoughtful partner communicates expectations clearly and listens attentively. Compromise replaces control, creating a balanced environment. In this type of relationship, both partners maintain autonomy while contributing to shared goals. Boundaries are honored and trust is reinforced. Over time, this mutual respect strengthens the bond. Love becomes enduring, supportive, and emotionally healthy. Some connections rely too heavily on external drama to survive. Real love remains calm, balanced, and resilient. Emotional highs and lows do not dictate commitment. Steady presence does. A caring partner communicates openly and respectfully during challenges. Problems are addressed collaboratively rather than through blame or avoidance. In such a relationship, emotional transparency is encouraged. Both partners feel comfortable expressing fears and desires without judgment. Over time, this calm approach strengthens the bond. Love becomes reliable, nurturing, and capable of sustaining long-term commitment. Real love does not fear emotional expression. A supportive partner values openness and responds empathetically rather than critically. Emotional safety encourages honesty and intimacy. A thoughtful partner notices subtle, needs and responds thoughtfully. Their consistent presence nurtures trust and strengthens the emotional bond. Disagreements are addressed constructively. Conflict becomes an opportunity for understanding rather than a source of tension. Over time, this openness deepens the relationship. Love becomes stable, resilient, and emotionally fulfilling. Some relationships falter because one partner dominates or manipulates. True love relies on equality and mutual respect. Decisions are shared, creating security and emotional empowerment. A caring partner communicates needs clearly while listening attentively. Compromise and understanding replace dominance, fostering trust. Individuality is encouraged and personal growth is supported. Both partners maintain independence while contributing meaningfully to the connection. Over time, this respect strengthens the bond. Love grows naturally, resilient, and mutually empowering. Genuine love values consistency over flashy gestures. A partner who truly cares demonstrates commitment through small, thoughtful actions consistently over time. Attention to emotional cues and needs fosters intimacy without requiring dramatic displays. Thoughtful gestures reinforce trust and strengthen the relationship. Challenges are approached collaboratively rather than avoided. Mistakes are met with patience, fostering growth and understanding. Over time, this steady care builds a secure, emotionally rich connection. Love becomes dependable and enduring. True love allows space for personal growth. A supportive partner encourages learning, hobbies, and social connections, understanding that independence enhances intimacy. Respect for boundaries creates a secure environment. Emotional trust develops when freedom is not seen as a threat. Both partners can pursue personal goals while contributing to shared plans. Mutual respect and encouragement strengthen the relationship. Over time, this balance creates a resilient and nurturing bond. Love thrives on freedom, trust, and shared purpose. Some relationships struggle because emotional effort is conditional. Real love thrives when support is consistent and unconditional, regardless of circumstances. A caring partner demonstrates empathy, patience, and attentiveness without expectation of reward. Their actions reinforce reliability and trust. Challenges are addressed together, and mistakes are opportunities for growth rather than criticism. Emotional security is maintained throughout. Over time, this unconditional approach strengthens the bond. Love becomes stable, enduring, and deeply fulfilling. Real love does not depend solely on physical attraction or excitement. Emotional depth, character, and reliability are the foundation of lasting intimacy. A thoughtful partner demonstrates care through daily actions, attentiveness, and supportive behavior. Emotional presence is prioritized over performance. In such a relationship, vulnerability is welcomed. Both partners can share insecurities and challenges without fear of judgment. Over time, love rooted in authenticity becomes resilient, secure, and emotionally rewarding. True love does not avoid difficult conversations. A healthy partner addresses conflict respectfully and constructively, using disagreements as opportunities to grow together. Active listening, patience, and empathy ensure both partners feel heard and understood. This reinforces trust and emotional connection. Mistakes are met with understanding, and challenges are approached collaboratively. Emotional safety is maintained even under pressure. Over time, this approach fosters deep intimacy. Love becomes steady, secure, and capable of enduring hardships. Some relationships fail because one partner withdraws during challenges. Genuine love requires presence, patience, and support in all circumstances. Stability during tough times reinforces trust. A caring partner provides reassurance, practical help, and emotional comfort consistently. Their actions demonstrate reliability and sincerity. In this dynamic, both people feel safe, sharing struggles and solutions. Vulnerability is embraced, not avoided. Over time, resilience grows, and love becomes emotionally secure, strong, and nurturing. Genuine love does not manipulate or control. Emotional safety is a priority, and honesty is valued over coercion. Trust is cultivated through empathy and consistency. A thoughtful partner observes needs and responds appropriately, offering support without expecting repayment. This builds confidence in the bond. Conflicts are approached with calm communication. Differences are discussed constructively, creating opportunities for understanding rather than resentment. Over time, this consistent honesty strengthens the relationship. Love becomes dependable, resilient, and emotionally fulfilling. Some connections fail due to inconsistent effort. True love thrives when emotional engagement is steady, meaningful, and reliable. Regular, thoughtful gestures reinforce trust. A caring partner actively participates in nurturing the relationship through listening, understanding, and practical support. This consistency fosters security. Mistakes are met with patience and understanding rather than criticism. Challenges are approached collaboratively. Over time, reliability builds a durable, emotionally rich bond. Love becomes nurturing, stable, and long-lasting. Real love does not isolate a partner or restrict freedom. Independence is encouraged, and personal growth is supported. Emotional security thrives in this environment. A supportive partner communicates openly, respects boundaries, and prioritizes trust over control. Freedom becomes a strength, not a threat. In such a relationship, encouragement is given freely, and each partner feels safe expressing themselves. Mutual respect strengthens intimacy. Over time, this balance reinforces the bond. Love becomes resilient, secure, and deeply fulfilling. True love encourages emotional honesty. Vulnerabilities, fears, and insecurities are shared without judgment. Openness strengthens intimacy and builds trust. A thoughtful partner listens attentively, validates feelings, and responds empathetically. Patience and understanding replace criticism. Challenges are approached together, and mistakes are met with care. Emotional safety is prioritized throughout. Over time, this transparency deepens the bond. Love becomes stable, secure, and capable of long-term growth. Some relationships falter because partners seek control or dominance. True love values equality and respect. Decisions are shared, creating emotional empowerment and security. A caring partner communicates needs clearly while listening attentively. Compromise and understanding replace domination. Individuality is maintained, and personal growth is encouraged. Both partners feel free while contributing meaningfully to the connection. Over time, respect and equality strengthen the bond. Love becomes resilient, balanced, and mutually empowering. Genuine love thrives on consistency rather than occasional gestures. Regular acts of consideration build trust and demonstrate commitment more effectively than sporadic efforts. A supportive partner notices subtle cues, responds thoughtfully, and provides steady support, reinforcing intimacy and emotional safety. Disagreements are handled calmly. Conflict becomes a chance for growth rather than a threat. Over time, consistency creates a strong foundation. Love becomes enduring, nurturing, and emotionally secure. True love allows personal growth. Independence is respected, and hobbies, friendships, and goals outside the relationship are encouraged. A thoughtful partner prioritizes trust over control. Emotional security grows naturally when freedom is embraced. Both partners maintain individuality while contributing to shared plans. Mutual respect strengthens the connection. Over time, this balance nurtures a resilient and fulfilling bond. Love thrives on freedom, trust, and shared purpose. Some relationships struggle because emotional effort is conditional. True love thrives when support is consistent and unconditional, fostering trust and security. A caring partner demonstrates empathy and attentiveness without expectation of reward. Actions speak louder than words. Challenges are approached collaboratively. Mistakes are seen as opportunities to grow together rather than reasons for criticism. Over time, this unconditional support strengthens the bond. Love becomes stable, reliable, and deeply fulfilling. Real love is not dependent on superficial traits. Emotional depth, character and reliability build lasting intimacy. A thoughtful partner shows care through steady presence, attentive listening, and consistent support, strengthening the connection. Vulnerability is welcomed, and both partners feel safe expressing insecurities and challenges. Over time, love grounded in authenticity becomes resilient, secure, and emotionally satisfying. True love faces conflict without avoidance. Disagreements are handled respectfully and constructively, strengthening understanding and intimacy. Active listening, patience, and empathy ensure both partners feel heard. Mistakes become learning opportunities rather than sources of resentment. Emotional safety is maintained even in challenging times. Both partners can communicate openly. Over time, this approach deepens trust. Love becomes stable, reliable, and emotionally fulfilling. Some relationships falter because one partner withdraws when difficulties arise. True love thrives on presence, patience, and support, strengthening emotional security. A caring partner provides reassurance, practical help, and attentive support consistently. Reliability reinforces trust and confidence. Vulnerability is embraced rather than avoided. Both partners feel safe sharing struggles and solutions. Over time, this steadfastness creates resilience. Love becomes emotionally secure, nurturing, and enduring. Genuine love does not manipulate or control. Emotional safety and honesty are prioritized. Trust develops through empathy, understanding, and consistent behavior. A thoughtful partner observes needs and responds appropriately, offering support without expectation. This fosters confidence in the bond. Conflicts are approached calmly. Differences are discussed constructively, providing opportunities for growth. Over time, honest communication and empathy strengthen the relationship. Love becomes stable, resilient, and emotionally fulfilling. Some relationships fail due to inconsistent effort. Real love thrives when emotional engagement is steady, meaningful, and reliable. Regular gestures reinforce trust. A caring partner actively participates in nurturing the relationship through listening, understanding, and support. Consistency builds security. Mistakes are met with patience. Challenges are tackled collaboratively, strengthening emotional intimacy. Over time, steady effort produces a durable bond. Love becomes nurturing, stable, and long-lasting. Real love does not restrict freedom or independence. Personal growth and external support networks are encouraged, enhancing intimacy rather than weakening it. A supportive partner communicates clearly, respects boundaries, and prioritizes trust. Freedom strengthens the relationship. Encouragement and emotional support are freely given. Each partner feels safe expressing themselves. Over time, this balance nurtures a resilient, secure, and deeply fulfilling connection. True love encourages honesty and emotional openness. Vulnerabilities, fears, and insecurities are shared without judgment, deepening intimacy. A thoughtful partner listens actively and responds with empathy. Patience and understanding replace criticism. Challenges are faced collaboratively, and mistakes are opportunities for learning. Emotional safety is preserved. Over time, trust and openness strengthen the bond. Love becomes emotionally secure and capable of sustaining long-term growth. Some relationships fail due to control or dominance. True love values equality and respect. Decisions are shared, creating empowerment and security. A caring partner communicates clearly while listening attentively. Compromise replaces domination. Individuality and personal growth are encouraged. Both partners feel free while contributing meaningfully. Over time, respect and equality strengthen the bond. Love becomes resilient, balanced, and mutually empowering. Genuine love values consistency over dramatic gestures. Regular acts of care build trust and demonstrate commitment effectively. A supportive partner observes emotional needs and responds thoughtfully, reinforcing intimacy and emotional security. Disagreements are handled calmly, and conflict becomes a growth opportunity rather than a source of tension. Over time, steady care creates a strong foundation. Love becomes enduring, nurturing, and emotionally secure. True love allows independence and personal growth. Hobbies, friendships, and goals outside the relationship are encouraged. A thoughtful partner prioritizes trust over control. Freedom strengthens emotional security. Both partners maintain individuality while contributing to shared goals. Mutual respect nurtures connection. Over time, this balance fosters a resilient, fulfilling bond. Love thrives on trust, freedom, and shared purpose. Some relationships falter when effort is conditional. True love is consistent and unconditional, reinforcing trust and security. A caring partner demonstrates empathy and attentiveness without expecting reward. Actions communicate devotion. Challenges are approached together, and mistakes become growth opportunities. Emotional safety is prioritized. Over time, unconditional support strengthens the relationship. Love becomes stable, dependable, and deeply fulfilling. Real love does not depend on appearances or excitement. Emotional depth, character, and reliability form the foundation. A thoughtful partner demonstrates care through presence, listening, and consistent support. Emotional security is strengthened. Vulnerability is welcomed. Both partners share insecurities and challenges without fear of judgment. Over time, love grounded in authenticity becomes resilient, secure, and emotionally satisfying. True love handles conflicts without avoidance. Disagreements are addressed constructively, fostering understanding and emotional intimacy. Active listening and empathy ensure both partners feel heard. Mistakes are learning opportunities, not sources of resentment. Emotional safety is maintained even during tension. Communication is open and honest. Over time, trust deepens and love becomes stable, reliable, and emotionally fulfilling. Some relationships falter when one partner withdraws during challenges. True love thrives on presence, patience, and support, enhancing emotional security. A caring partner provides reassurance, practical help, and attentive support. Reliability fosters trust and confidence. Vulnerability is embraced. Both partners feel safe, sharing struggles and solutions. Over time, steadfastness creates resilience. Love becomes emotionally secure, nurturing, and enduring. Genuine love does not manipulate or control. Emotional safety and honesty are priorities. Trust develops through empathy, understanding, and consistent behavior. A thoughtful partner observes needs and responds appropriately without expecting repayment. Confidence in the relationship grows naturally. Conflicts are approached calmly. Differences are discussed constructively, fostering understanding. Over time, honest communication and empathy strengthen the bond. Love becomes stable, resilient, and emotionally fulfilling. Some relationships fail due to inconsistent effort. True love thrives on steady, meaningful emotional engagement. Regular gestures of care build trust. A supportive partner actively nurtures the relationship through attentive listening, understanding, and practical support. Consistency reinforces security. Mistakes are met with patience, and challenges are tackled collaboratively. Emotional intimacy grows steadily. Over time, this reliable effort produces a lasting bond. Love becomes nurturing, emotionally secure, and resilient. Love that is genuine is not a fleeting feeling or a dramatic gesture. It is a steady, reliable presence that grows stronger through understanding, patience, and consistency. The one who truly loves you does not demand perfection, control your life, or create fear of abandonment. Instead, they foster trust, respect, and emotional safety, allowing both partners to thrive individually and together. Through consistent care, thoughtful attention, and mutual support, a loving relationship becomes a source of comfort, security, and joy. Challenges are met together. Mistakes are embraced as opportunities to grow, and vulnerability is welcomed rather than feared. These qualities distinguish authentic love from temporary infatuation or superficial attraction. As you reflect on your relationships, recognize the signs of genuine devotion. True love builds trust through reliability, nurtures individuality while strengthening shared goals, and remains resilient even during difficult times. It is measured not by words alone, but by actions, consistency, and the unwavering willingness to stand together. When someone truly loves you, they are patient, understanding, and empowering. They celebrate your growth, accept your flaws, and create a partnership built on equality and mutual respect. This love is not only rare, it is handpicked, deliberate, and enduring, providing a foundation for a lifetime of trust, intimacy, and happiness.